Hey yo, what's happening? It's your homeboy Julio Cobretti. Just decided to make a little video for WWE 2K16 just to go over some submission tips. I know a lot of people on the message boards online were complaining about how they don't like button mashing at first, and then they don't like the little mini game with the little slider rolling in the circle, and they prefer the button mashing over it. So I decided to just show like a comparison video. Right now this is from WWE 2K15. I'm using Sting against the Big Show in a submission match. And pretty much what I do is you got to use the limb targeting system. So to do that, you just hold down the R2 button and then hit the X button like whenever you buy their legs, if you're going to be using leg submissions. And you just want to really weaken that body part so that when you put the submission hold on, it'll be a lot easier to make the opponent tap out. So right now it's just going through the match, going through some of the finishers and signature moves, and I kind of forgot how to do the Scorpion Deathlock, so I think this first one's going to be like a Scorpion Death Drop. Yeah. So after that, I just kind of go into the submissions, and on 2K15 all you got to do is just keep mashing the X button, and I actually kind of like that. Because it adds to the intensity of the match. It makes you feel like you're really putting someone in submission and applying the pressure, and you can kind of, like they said on the message board, just keep an eye on the action of the match. You don't have to stay looking at the little mini game bar to, control the sliders and all that stuff. So you got some back and forth action, just some really quick clips of the match, and as you can see, I've got Big Show down to like very little health. And I've just been working on the legs, and he put me in the submission hold, and I just keep hitting the X button. And what it basically does is, the more you mash the X button, the longer it is that you hold the opponent in that submission hold. So you want to extend that time into submission lock and do as much damage as possible to specific areas of the body. So right now I've got his legs in the red from doing all the targeting. And then, yeah, this is crazy. You would never see this in real life. Only in the video games, right? Got him busted open. And then it's time for the Scorpion Deathlock. So I just set it up. Get him locked in. Roll him over. And just keep mashing that X button. He's already in the red. And there you go. Taps out. So that was 2K15 with the submission system, and some limb targeting and all that. So they kind of go through some quick highlights, all the power moves, the highlight moves or whatever. And then after this, I'm gonna throw 2K16 in, and we will take a look at how they've changed the submission system for the better, for the worse. Right now, there's some people saying they don't like it, and other people kind of like it because I guess it's like less, less wear and tear on their thumbs from just mashing the button so much. So we will take a look at 2K16, and then I kind of discovered some tips that I like to use, some tips and tricks. The main thing is, you'll see when the submission bar comes up, that what you want to do, a lot of people are trying to chase the opponent's blue bar around, but instead of doing that, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to cut them off. So if they're rolling from left to right, then I would just roll right so I can cut them off when they head right, and then if they're heading left, I'll go ahead and head left too, just so I can cut them off instead of just chasing them in a circle trying to make the bars overlap. But you'll see what I'm talking about once you see the submission holds. I'm just doing the intros here real quick just to maybe you could see a little bit of the graphical difference. It's not much, but it is an improvement, slight improvement.
425 pounds of lethal humanity. Oh, it's almost not fair to have to get in the ring with Big Show. Only in WWE are you going to get action like we're about to see in this one.
So far, I'm liking the game. I picked it up yesterday. It adds a lot of pacing to the matches. There's a limited number of reversals that you can do, so you just can't, it can't be a reversal fest, You have to kind of pick and choose if you want to do a reversal or not. And there's other features in it. I like the showcase mode with Stone Cold Steve Austin so far. Some people say they're more into the universe mode than the whole showcase thing, and they want 2K to focus more on the universe than the showcase. But I like both. I like the showcase. It helps me like kind of relive the period of wrestling that I like, the Attitude Era. So here we go. Again, I'm using the limb targeting system. You just hold down R2 and then hit X whenever you're kind of like by their feet or by their arms or by their head, and it'll focus all the damage on that specific body part. And let me see, I think coming up, oh, this was like, I like this move right here. So I reverse that. I decide to use one of the reversal bars, and then I don't know what this move is. I don't know what it's called. Like some sort of rude awakening. I don't know. And then you can see those little yellow bars at the bottom of my momentum gauge. That's like, those are the reversal bars that you have. So you have a limited number of those, but they kind of grow back after time. And again, using the limb targeting system. And then I'm going to go ahead and you'll see the little, okay, this was a rope break. But once I get him away from the ropes, you can kind of see how the minigame works with the submissions. Do the Stinger Splash. There you go. And then we get a quick look at the submission system. You see those, the computer's the blue and I'm the red, and I'm trying to overlap over him, so I gotta kind of chase him around and get the red bar to overlap the blue bar to apply more pressure and make him submit. So here we go. And then see, instead of chasing him around all the way, I'm trying to, it's kind of like a mind game. I'm going one way, he's going one way, and I'm trying to cut him off, pretty much. So a lot of people, if you're having trouble with that, maybe you might want to try that strategy. Just try to cut the computer off, kind of like a cat and mouse game instead of just like a dog chasing a cat, so to speak. And then eventually I do get the submission. So I throw on the Scorpion Deathlock. And as you can see over time too, the bars, they increase in size, so it makes it easier to make them overlap. And then I think finally I just submit him with a regular old Boston Crab, but it's cool, you know, I still got the submission, and it is possible, you know, to get these going. So you just keep going back and forth, and you see I just keep overlapping it, and then he got lucky, he got the rope break over there. But then here we go, another rope break. He got lucky again. I'm trying to get pumped up, doing some taunting, and throw it in the corner, reversal, running grapple, and then here we go, flipping him over with the Boston Crab. You can see the red circles really big, and then I'm just cutting them off, just overlapping, overlapping, overlapping. See, that's all you got to do. You don't got to worry about sticking with them. You just got to keep cutting them off, and eventually you get the submission. So don't chase them around. Try to cut them off, and that's the strategy that I've been using lately to get these submissions. Hope that helps anybody out. You know, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. And it's your homeboy Julio. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.
I can't believe what we saw during this one.
Here's your winner, the man called Sting.
That'll do it. Sting walks away with the W.
Oh yeah, one more thing. So if you keep playing the game, just keep practicing those submissions, doing the limb targeting. Eventually you do get a trophy for making an opponent tap out with a submission that is not a finisher or signature move. So just do some regular submissions, make your opponent tap, and you get this nice trophy. Alright guys, peace.